Off with their heads! Ha ha ha! Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 decapitations in anime. Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at the best of the best beheadings anime has ever given us. Whether they're sad, absolutely brutal, or had us cheering, they represent big moments in the anime scene. Also, since we're talking about cutting people's heads off in brutal moments, be aware of spoilers and mature content. Number 10, Teresa, Claymore.
Traitors must be stopped at all costs.
As every Claymore knows, if you use too much yoki, you fall off the deep end. Such is the case when Teresa breaks Priscilla, causing her to attack in a blind rage. The peaceful Teresa easily overpowers her, leaving Priscilla to beg to be struck down. Unfortunately, Teresa's sympathetic nature became her undoing, as Priscilla took the opportunity and sliced through Teresa's neck, becoming an awakened being in the process. To see such a powerful warrior struck down was both tragic and utterly shocking. Number 9, Chelsea, Akame ga Kill. When you live in the world of assassins and inhuman warriors, you're bound to have quite a bit of bloodshed. Chelsea of the Night Raid was one of the best spies the group had. Unfortunately, she lacked the offensive power of her teammates and was murdered in the most brutal of ways, torn limb from limb before her swift decapitation. Like other members of Night Raid, all she wanted to do was make the world a better place, and seeing her head placed on a spike was heartbreaking. Number 8, Megumi Shimizu, Shiki.
I hate this village! I hate it!
Shimizu is one of the first denizens of Sotoba to be turned into a bloodthirsty demonic corpse. Despite this turn, when Shimizu is later caught, we actually feel a moment of empathy. Pinned under her once friendly neighbor's tractors, she screams and begs for her life, right before they run over her head. This disturbing scene proves that as horrifying as the Shiki may be, regular humans can be just as bad. Number 7, Spine Sword, Terra Formars. When cockroaches are sent to help set the stage for Mars colonization, 500 years later, they become humanoid freaks. Possessing extreme strength, durability, and speed, just one of them is enough to take down several people, as is the case with this one. The creature pulls out a human's head with their spine still intact, throwing in his own twist by decapitating other scientists with the flailing spine. It's gruesome, terrifying, and admittedly pretty unlikely. Number 6, Boscogn, Berserk Golden Age Arc 2, The Battle for Doldry.
If your majesty wishes, it will be done.
Brave, powerful, and full of pride, Boscogn is the ideal soldier. He follows orders to the letter, regardless of who his superiors may be or if they go against his better judgment. When the Band of the Hawk sets out to destroy Doldry, Boscogn and his knights are sent out to stop them. In the heat of battle, he enters a one-on-one duel with Guts and almost appears to win. But the legendary swordsman isn't defeated so easily, as he not only beheads Boscogn, but the guy's horse too. Number 5, Vanilla Ice, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Stardust Crusaders. This one's a bit bizarre. Dio has no shortage of loyal followers, but following the defeat of both Darby brothers, he begins to question their loyalty. He soon turns his attention to right-hand man Vanilla Ice, asking him for a simple offering of blood. He takes this challenge to heart, bringing forth his stand and severing his own goddamn head. Needless to say, his loyalty is proven and Dio quickly revives him, but dude, chill. Number 4, Akise Aru, Future Diary.
Deus, right? Thank you, sir, for the divine intervention.
The young detective Akise Aru is hailed for his detective skills, but it really doesn't take a genius of any kind to figure out that Yuno's a psychopath. Regardless, he pursues the truth about the grander scheme in play. When he finally figures out her plot, he tries to tell Yuki, only to have Yuno slice his head off to protect herself.
I need to warn my beloved Yuki.
Unfortunately for her, Akise's body still managed to make its way to Yuki and show him his revelation. Number 3, Pitou, Hunter x Hunter. As far as hunters go, Gon is a pretty nice guy. While he isn't afraid to get his hands dirty, Gon never really has that killer instinct that, Killua has. This drastically changes when Pitou of the Chimera Ants refuses to heal Kite, and Gon loses all sense, aging rapidly and unleashing his Nen. well beyond Pitou's power now, Gon easily defeats him in battle, beating him senselessly even after he's died, smashing his skull flat. Number 2, Mami Tomoe, Puella Magi Madoka Magica. When you think magical girl anime, you tend to think of something cheerful, lighthearted, and overall, fun.
Tiro finale!
Yet, this series loves to flip the script, and while it does maintain a bright and cheerful art style, it can get pretty violent and dark. Mami, one of the most powerful magical girls, foolishly decides to take on the witch Charlotte by herself. Just when she thinks she's won, the witch springs loose and, before Mami can react, bites her head clean off. Before we see the last head roll, let's have a look at some honorable mentions. Number 1, Hidan, Naruto Shippuden. How do you defeat a smack-talking immortal ninja with the power to become a living voodoo doll? Well, that's a pretty difficult task, and it requires brains as well as brawn. When the veteran Asuma cuts Hidan's head off, we breathed a sigh of relief, but soon came to realize that he was immortal.
It was on purpose, wasn't it?
While he doesn't die from the beheading, it does prove to be his downfall, as Shikamaru takes advantage of his immortality in the second fight, beheading him a second time via explosion and burying the bastard's head deep underground. Very satisfying.
And then I'll be the one passing judgment! My teeth, that's all I'll need, you'll see! And I'll tear you to pieces!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.